Okay, so we always have someone really fun on Mondays, but today is super fun because, well, I think Michelle and I are soul sisters. I don't know if she agrees with that. It doesn't matter because I think it, but I'm teaching a job skills class right now to high schoolers, and it's been really interesting. But one of the things I talked to them about is recognition. And I said, just like Mary Kay says, that everybody wears that invisible sign that says, make me feel important. And I always love this topic for our business because it's free to do recognition. Another thing I love about having someone from corporate is I always wonder, like a little sneak peek, what makes you think Plexus is so special? I want to hear like the behind the scenes information. That's what I'm looking for. And so I always love, and I'm sure you guys feel this way too, like when we have had people from corporate, it kind of builds my belief more knowing just how special it is and just that the direction that we're going. So I asked Michelle to hop on. She's the director of global recognition, and she's going to share with us just here in the beginning of our power hour. And I'm going to mute myself. Michelle, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. And yes, I agree with you. I think we have so many things in common, actually, that it's sort of scary. We've known each other from another life, but it's so great to see everybody. I love getting to come on with teams so that I can just see all of the people, because honestly, I'll start with this. What makes Plexus so special is really the community and the teams. And that's not just saying it. Everything that we do in this building, and a lot of you have had the chance to come here. If you haven't, I encourage you to find a reason to come here because we'll take good care of you and host you around the office. It's really for all of you. You guys are our why. And, so much in our industry is about what drove you for that yes, what made you take that first step, what made you keep going when it got a little bit tougher and you had some obstacles in your way. For all of us here, we have the same kind of thing in a different sense. There's things that come up that challenge us. We have the best laid plans and something takes a left turn that you weren't expecting. What keeps us going is all of you. And about a year ago, I've been here now, August 16th was my 1-year anniversary, which I can't even believe it's been a year. The very first person I met, and I knew Jen Orlando from before, that's how I found Plexus, but coming here was Travis. And we met over Zoom because it was still the weird world where nobody was coming in and out of town at that point. And he was so incredible. And I thought, oh my gosh, it feels like I've known you. This conversation is just flowing. That never happens in business. It doesn't even really happen to me most often in social times because I'm not that good at meeting new people all the time like you guys are. And then I met Alec, and then I met Tarl. And there really wasn't anything else. It felt like I was home. And I think, honestly, that's what makes Plexus so special. And the chance that Jen was here, who is my dear friend that we've worked with for years in our past life, it just kept getting better. And then we brought Michael D'Arminio, who was the one who actually hired me at the previous job. And now he's back with us. So the team is like all together with all of these incredible leaders that were here already and all of you. And I just couldn't be more thrilled. For me, recognition is everything because it's what celebrates the successes that move us. And it shouldn't have to wait for those moments when it's something so big, because there's so many things that happen every day. And it can fill you up when you realize somebody noticed that you did something. You had more reset signups, or you were able to upgrade some people this week that was more than the week before. That's recognition still. The other thing to me that's so important about recognition is that it's done in a way that's meaningful to all of you. And that's why we spend so much time with our focus group and other wonderful field leaders who are willing to take their time and talk to us about things, because we don't just throw it out. We really try so hard to find things that are going to be meaningful to you. And I'll give you a sneak peek. One of the things I've been working on for as long as I've been here is updating the pin program, which obviously at the jewel level is the necklace for a lady. But starting down at the silver level is still the pins. And we've been looking at a lot of different things, but what I am thinking might actually be the winner are a collection of bracelets. And it would start at the silver level. And they are kind of this type of a bracelet like this, This is a David Yurman. So I'm not saying you're getting the heavy version with the pearls. Don't get too excited. I do have a budget. Charles and Ella keep me straight that way. But something in that shape that would be uniquely branded. And then for the men, we actually have something that's a little bit more of a masculine, like a titanium looking cuff that's along those lines. And you would actually get another one in a set that you can continue to collect, wear it on your own, wear it as a set as you go up through the ranks from silver to senior silver. And then the jewel versions just get a little bit more sparkly and a little bit more special with some of those ends that maybe would be the actual jewel. So I don't know what you guys think. I'm hoping to have samples for those of you that are here that are going to be with us in Hawaii so that you can see them, because we've literally had so many iterations of things. And yes, they are adjustable for bigger wrists, sorry. You can kind of see now, again, this is the Yurman, but this is the model that we based it on so that it does fit everybody in every possible way. So hopefully you guys like it. If you're there with me in Hawaii, I'll be running around with them. I've got my fingers, toes, and eyeballs crossed, because let me tell you, samples right now are not so simple to get. Like, it's just, it's been insane, because everything typically comes out of China, and we're working with companies that are US based because that's our preference for a lot of reasons, but their workloads are so much higher, which is great for their business, but there's still supply chain issues for the materials that they need. There's staffing issues and all the things that you are all very well aware of. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I hope you guys like the idea. If anybody has thoughts, please, you can either put it in the chat or let Jen know, or anybody else from your upline teams, because I'll pass it on to me. We love the ideas. This is by no means a done deal. So don't feel like I'm saying it to you and it's because this is what it is. Just because we're getting samples, this is the 4th time I've gotten samples of something and it hasn't been right. It hasn't been something that made people go, oh my gosh, I love it. So we didn't win, we keep going. We've got our new convention awards coming up this year, which I'm really excited about. You guys heard me introduce them on stage. We're going to have a much bigger segment about that at Super Saturday, so that everybody is really clear on how you earn those. But starting at the level of gold, you have the chance to join us up on stage and get celebrated this year at convention for each of those 3 awards. And there's, depending on the award, 3 to 5 people at each rank. So that's gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, etc. So again, it's about celebrating those milestones and having some really fun surprises along the way. The thing that I like about those awards is they're based on the basic business building behaviors that Jen and everybody, Sarah, I see you on here too, all of these great leaders are doing to help you grow and drive your business every day. These awards are not like a success sprint where you have to, tally things up and track it and, do all of these different things and combinations to get different points. You're going to earn these by doing the things you need to do and you're already doing every single day. And the people who do it the best at the top at each rank level are who's going to come and earn it on stage. So we'll have the trending to earn, the countdown in the last quarter before we close things off, and the earning period will end at the end of March. So we have time to figure it out and get ready to celebrate you on stage at June. So I don't know, Jen, is there anything else you want me to talk about? Because I could go all day.
Okay, well, this bracelet thing, we got to talk about this. First of all, I think it's genius because a lot of people with the pins, it really was fun to be able to show people your rank, but most of us don't wear pins. So, but a lot of us wear bracelets. And I was going to share with you this. When I hit silver, I remember getting a certificate in the mail. And I literally thought that Alec and Tarl had hand signed it, like the way that it looked. And I was new to all of this, but it meant so much to me because at that time, I had 4 young babies. I really wasn't getting like the recognition for anything that I was doing in the home, from the kids. And so here I get the certificate and I have a college degree. I've never mounted my college diploma anywhere, but I put that silver certificate up in my room because I was just so proud. So I think that what you do, like your particular role, is so, so important. And the idea, doesn't it give you chills to think about a gold ambassador standing on stage in front of 7,000 people being recognized next year. That's a really good idea. Um,
Can I just say real quick, Jen? Right now, we're at almost 10,000 people that you'll be standing on stage in front of in Nashville. We are at almost 10,000 people, if you can stand it. So sorry to interrupt you, but I feel like we need to know this is going to be the biggest ever, ever, ever.
Oh
Sorry,
my
keep
goodness,
going.
that's super exciting, especially because it's right here in my hometown, which I'm very excited about. I will say Columbus was a big surprise for me because that was one of the most fun conventions that we've ever been to. I enjoyed it so much. What about for you? Can you think of a time that recognition happened for you that you'll never forget?
Oh gosh, yeah. There was a couple of them. Probably for me, it's interesting because it's all about what happens like inside my head and that I'm feeling like kind of what you were saying again, we're so similar, like that it's something that like somebody noticed. And our CEO at the past company, I had been doing a lot. I used to be in charge, I should tell you all too, of training and communications for the field over there and recognition. So it was just, I had a lot of cross functions and I had done a lot of product training on stage at our national conventions in 3 countries and our global convention. And it used to be that product training was kind of dull for people. And yes, you need to know, but he just came up and found me and made it a point to tell me not just that I did a good job, but very specifically like what I had done that made an impact and who he saw it make an impact on and what the difference was. And you didn't have to say another word after that. That was just like, that was everything to me. And my year was made, my day was made. Other than that, becoming a Mimi and having my daughter shout out to me about being a Mimi, that was probably pretty major too.
And that's a great point to take away is that being specific in your recognition, like what you did and how it made a difference. And I would just tell all of you that are watching this, when you take the time to do recognition, number one, it's free. We keep saying that, but it's just like it's free. All you have to do is take the time to do it, but you have no idea what those moments will do for that other person. And then what they'll continue to do for other people based upon what you modeled for them. So, okay, Michelle, I've got myself super excited about convention right now. And so, have you been to Nashville?
I have never been to Nashville and I've always wanted to go. So I'm super excited. And I feel like in my world, you can see behind me, everything has to be pink and sparkly. So I feel like I need pink sparkly boots. So we're going to be looking for some of those and maybe some sparkly blingy jacket. It's just going to be so much fun.
Yeah, we've got stores here that are buy 1 pair of boots, get 2 pair free. That's like the thing. So go with 3 girlfriends and split the cost of the 1 pair of boots, and then you'll walk away with a pair. Yep.
I love it.
I know, it's great. Well, I appreciate you doing this so much. Everybody, I think, put in the chat really quick, bracelets, yay or nay? What did you think about that for ring?
Be honest, you guys.
Yay or nay? Yay, yay, yay. Everybody, yay. Yay, 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 yay,
okay.
Yay.
All right. And I don't know if you could see, there's something propped up behind me over there that nobody has seen yet. That's a prototype for Star Diamond. Talk about recognition. Yes, the yacht is fun and fabulous, but it doesn't stop there. That is a prototype of our gold stars for our new Recognition Hall of Fame. That'll be downstairs in the lobby. For those of you that have been here, that lobby room has been the same for the whole time I've been here, and as I understand it, for quite a few years. When you come in a few months, it's going to have a major makeover, and those big gold stars, and we're going to have platinum and double platinum stars. You earn your way up as you get different stars. So lots of fun stuff happening.
You're doing such a great job at this. And don't think I literally zoomed in with my eyes and tried to read it. And I was finally like, I think that says Celeste Gwynn. It took me a second.
It does, but it's just a prototype.
Right.
Celeste is actually a 12 star. That's 7 stars. So she would correct me if she was here right now. That is her name, but not her star level. She's a 12 star. She put us all to shame.
She's incredible. All right. Well, thank you so much. We're going to get to work and use the excitement and the motivation that you just left us with. I hope you have a good day at work. Thanks for hopping on so early.
Thank you guys. If there's questions or any other ideas, make sure you let me know, Jen. I love y'all and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Take
All
care,
right.
everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Oh, that's so exciting. And I love thinking about convention because convention for me is where I've been able to get most of my people off the ground because they have grown in belief and it's getting them there in person. So don't forget about the value of that. Getting people to convention, put that on your list of things that are important to do. Also make sure that you have September 19th through the 22nd penciled into your calendar. We're doing the CEO Habits group. We're going to do it again with some new action items, some new things that we're going to work through. If you're a Jewel, you'll be in Hawaii at the time, but if you're not, you'll have something to be working on while we're gone, and you can be using some of the pictures from that as well. So here's what we need to be focused on first. This is what I want everybody to put a little bit of brain space into. I would say take no more than 10 minutes, but we're about to start September. And I want to know that you guys have spent the time and the energy. Who are you going to help rank up for September? How many people did you want to help get started on their products? I want you guys to have all of your goals set out. So your level 1 goals, your personal goals, maybe you have some health goals that you want to add to it, but make sure that you've spent some time goal setting. And Sarah's on here. She may not be able to talk, but goal setting is like her jam. Every time she talks about it, there's like stars shooting out of her eyes because she loves goal setting. So if you want to add anything, Sarah, let me know.
It does. It truly makes me giddy. And so here's the thing. This is like new, like Plexus brought this out of me. Like I didn't know that I would love leading and doing worksheets and all of the things, but I had a conversation with somebody yesterday. And I was like, well, wait, let's just stop here. What's your goal? And there was silence. And I was like, you don't have like a goal? And they were like, not really. And I'm like, well, how do you know what you're working for and why if you don't even know where you want to end up? And so that's a lot of where my heart is for what I work on in specific goals. And it does not always have to be just 500 points in that Ruby rank up, right? I want you guys to be thinking about daily goals that you can feel. And that's what the recognition piece, I literally will find myself saying, that was a great daily goal. Make a little box, check it off, and pat myself on the back. Because I feel like, we can have those series of steps of, well, I'm maybe not going to hit this goal on this timeline, but what if I do add 3, retain 6, and develop a silver? That's a goal that I can feel accomplished any of those steps and say, okay, well, I did a workout. You guys have to go check out my reel. I'm still on cloud 9 that my husband is off and he actually did a reel challenge with me. So that's what the rates are about. Anyway, but setting some kinds of goals that can help you to feel motivated, moving forward towards whatever that bigger goal is. And I'm going to challenge you. Don't just set the business goal. I dusted off Mach 2 with Your Hair on Fire, The Art of Vision and Self-Motivation again, because last night when I was sitting in my hot tub, I was like, all of this was a goal. I had a dream to watch the sunset in my backyard while sitting in my hot tub, and now it's a reality. But there were years and years and years where I didn't even know that that was an okay goal for me to set for myself. I didn't know that it was okay to dream big. I didn't put that vision out in front of me. And I will tell you, it was literally probably the first time I stepped off the plane in Maui. And I smelled that Hawaii air and realized there is so much out there in this world, and all of us should want to experience it. All of us should have an abundant mindset and say, thank you, Jesus. Yes, please, may I have some more? That's one of my favorite things, because if we're blessed, we truly can turn around and be a blessing to others. So you have to know where you're going and why, and you have to have the small goals that lead to the bigger goals. But I want to also challenge you. If there's just no limits, where would that take you? Like, what would be the end all be all? And it's okay to dream big like that, and then set those goals that are going to get you there.
Okay, so I just watched your reel too at the same time. Oh my gosh. Sarah, you're going to go viral. I'm not even kidding you. You guys have to go look at it. It's so good. And also what she said about goal setting. And also that. So I'm sitting down right now. I'm thinking through the success steps. So when I'm sitting down doing that, if you say, I want to add 3, that's good. But what's great is I want Sarah, Michelle, and Christy to finally say yes. And then once you have those names in mind, then you start thinking about where are they in this process? Have we had this conversation enough that I can challenge them to what I wanted to say, the pee or get off the pot conversation, but the whole, are we doing this? Or are we doing this? If they're brand new to it, where am I at with that? Have I added them to the testimony page? Have I tagged them in anything? Have I offered them a sample? So I'm really specifically gauging each of these 3 people that I wanted to join. Then I need to think about, who do I have that I could get to silver? I was talking with Diamond Emily Burgess. She's on the advisory board now. And we were talking about our businesses. And she said, I've got a girl I'm really excited about. Her plan is to go silver in September. Now, that was actually an eye opener for me, because a lot of times I'm talking to people about getting their products paid for, right? I'm asking them to use the referral link 3 times. But I like that she has someone that's already said, I'm going to give the time and the attention and the energy in September to reach that first rank, and putting her in that business state of mind. And then finally, you also have some goals to set with retention. Are you making sure that these people that have ordered in the past, which, let me mention this, if you notice any type of dip in points, I want you to think about the biggest launch that I think we've ever had with the 3-day reset. Imagine that's been released July, people are ordering it like crazy. They're probably, a lot of them are not doing it monthly, probably for cost reasons. So they're going to want to do it again next quarter. But here's the question. If you see drop off in points, here's what this tells you. It tells you that these people are not finding add-on products that they want to continue with into the future. They are not getting an order each month. And what does that tell you? That tells you, okay, I need to shift my focus for a minute and make sure that I have graphics that support people continuing. I need to make sure that I have the why behind it, some scripting that really helps people to know what happens when they continue with the hydrate. What happens when you continue with the active? What can you expect in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? Have you seen those posts that talk about things that happen at each stage, like what you can expect into the future? And then I also like what Sarah's sharing about Pivotal. You need to make sure that all your people are signed up for that, because even if they're interested enough to go in just to look at the recipes, the fact that they're back there fiddling around increases the likelihood that they're going to say, you know what, I think I will order this, or I think I will add this. So these are all good ways to increase that. So set goals. I talked a lot. 10 minutes. Here we go. Okay, so you kind of know where we're going with that in terms of goal setting and just being really specific. So you know what you're working towards. And I think ambiguity only creates confusion for you. If you just kind of are randomly with your blindfold on, throwing darts and hoping eventually one day it will land on a board, that just causes frustration. So make sure you're really specific. The next thing you need to do is go ahead and start to set up September. And that's just basically looking for some success now that's going to give you leverage in September. So what would that look like? Well, when you end a month really strong, when people see momentum or growth, that always gets them in the best spirit. So I would go and look under your new ambassador list and see if you see anyone that has added 2 people. And if they are one away from hitting silver, or let's say someone's really close to senior silver, if we can bump people up to that next level, and then we have a bunch of recognition graphics that are going onto our team pages, that gets people looking and saying, okay, what's going on? Like, what are they doing? And maybe I should be doing that. So that's really important. And another thing I would tell you to do is start getting interaction. So maybe do a story with a poll, or maybe do a this or that. You're looking for memory jogging of names, people that are engaging with your account because you've given them a reason to engage. So I would do both of those things. I'm going to put it in the chat here, and let's start working to set up September in the best way. Okay, so let me tell you some of these numbers with Pivotal really quick. So this is what I would probably have you guys focus on. I know that I need to go through and make sure everyone that I have is signed up for Pivotal. And it would help if you had a graphic that just explained exactly how to do it. If there is one already made, just go put it in the Power Hour chat. So if somebody is signed up for Pivotal, this is what happens to the statistics. VIP subs maintained, so people keep their subscriptions turned on, they're retained. That goes up to over 50% if they're signed up for Pivotal. Their average order amount goes up 43% if they are signed up for Pivotal. I can't tell you the why, although I think we'll eventually figure this out. It could be that they feel like they've gotten good resources. It gives them a good feeling. When they think about Plexus, they think about support. There's a lot there, and we'll have to, over time, probably delve into that. But it doesn't matter in terms of the numbers. If the numbers say it's making things better, then I would encourage you to go make sure everyone's signed up. If you're not signed up, go sign up. I'll tell you something. When I see people posting the Pivotal meals that they were making, it made me want to go and look at it more. So if that's the case, if you say, I've just made another Pivotal meal and someone says, what is that? That's a great opportunity for you to have a conversation about Plexus. So we've got 10 more minutes tonight. We have such a good Zoom. I know that other teams are doing Zooms as well, and I'll have the recording, but I would encourage you. Janina Sloan is one of the greatest trainers I've ever listened to, and she's going to do a talk for 15 minutes on business building and how to attract them and how to grow team culture. And then my friend Victoria, she's an Emerald, and she's so amazing. And she's going to do a talk about how to do follow-up, which I think is such a great topic. So it'll be a 30-minute Zoom tonight at 8. And I think I've given you guys the graphic.
One of the main things for Pivotal, guys, is you have to be logged into your own back office because it has to verify that you're either a VIP or brand ambassador. Once you do that, and then you go to plexuspivotal.com, once you go to that landing page, do that little thing on your phone, the square with the arrow, and click add bookmark or add it to your home screen. And it puts that Plexus Pivotal launch page right on your home screen, and you don't ever have to search for it again. And then it feels kind of like an app. That is for me being middle-aged and not using it, or I couldn't even find it. It's like, what do I do? And once I bookmarked it on my home screen, it feels so much better.
Say that one more time. Bookmark it. Okay.
Yes, you have to be logged into your back office first, and then when you go to plexuspivotal.com and like actually have that page pulled up, and of course now my 10-year-old has rearranged all the apps on my phone. But then you can once you're there on your phone, there's a square with an arrow, and you touch that, and you can add to home screen, bookmark page. There's lots of things that you can do for where you want that to land. I don't know if you can see on here, it says Plexus Pivotal now, and it looks like an app on my phone. So then when I click that, it takes me straight to the Pivotal dashboard. Unless you're not logged in yet. And then it'll have you log in to your back office and go there.
I'm going to be over here working on that. Okay. I feel like my grandmother, when she first heard of CD, and she said, Jen, you don't have to rewind or fast forward. And I thought, you're a lunatic, lady. And now I feel that way. I'm like, how did you do that? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to log in and then I'll show you. Oh, there. Okay, so then as soon as I logged into my back office, boom, I'm in my Pivotal dashboard. But see at the very bottom, whoa, let's see at the bottom, see that square?
Yeah.
The square with the arrow. If you click that, and it'll give you add to reading list, add bookmark, add to favorites, find on page, add to home screen. It gives you all of those suggestions. Click add to home screen and it'll make your dashboard pivotal page a quick link on your home screen.
Okay. Okay. That was good, Sarah. I'm going to share that because the recipes, people are raving about them. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm constantly like thinking, what am I going to make for dinner tonight? Like that's like my forever. I know you don't think that, Sarah, because you hate cooking, right? Yeah, that's so perfect. Thank you so much for teaching me that.
And then here's my theory on why the stats are what they are is I'm on week 10, I'm getting positive reinforcement. Here's your resource page. And it's recommending that I add Joyome to my next order. It's upselling on the dashboard. It's giving you options and ideas for what the next product is that you can try. And people, yes, Safari, thank you. I don't think it works on Chrome. And so people are clicking add to cart. That's why we're over 40% increase in the amount that people are spending on their Plexus orders because they're being upsold in a beautiful way.
Okay. I've got this little miss trying to do her English right next to me while wearing silk pajamas. It's a good Monday when you do homeschool in your silk pajamas.
And also last pivotal thing, if you're like, I signed up at convention, it's saying I'm on week 10 and I haven't done anything, click where it says week 10 and then scroll down. It has all of the previous weeks and you can start over at week 1. This quesadilla actually looks pretty good.
Okay, we're going to wrap up. Just a reminder, CEO Habits, it's on its own page. Maybe I'll grab that link. That might be helpful. I'll put the link here really quick. We're going to do it again. I'm going to turn off the commenting on all the posts that are on that page. And then that way we can keep it on the same page to keep it. I like having that all housed there. So if we ever want to come back and do it again in the future, we just have tons and tons of resources to tell people of things to do. So let's see. Here's the link to the page. So that's September 19th through the 22nd. And it's a little longer than the last one, but on purpose so that we can have time to do some extra things. Stop barking, dog. And then we also are going to have tonight that Monday night Zoom about business building, how to attract business builders, and how to do follow-up. So that's going to be really great. And then I will be putting out everything for September, but just remember, if you're going to continue on with the Power Hour, it is now moving to Mondays and Thursdays. It's no longer going to be Mondays and Wednesdays, but this last Wednesday will be Sarah is going to run it to close out our month while I'm at our homeschool tutorial all day. But thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed seeing Michelle. She was so cute at 8 a.m. Look, did you see her? Guys, she is seriously the best, really and truly. So I'll put the recording up. Good to see everybody's faces. Have a great Monday. Set your goals and reach them. Bye, Sarah.